What's your soreness level? How'd you sleep? What's your fatigue level? On and on to make sure that they are ready to play. And we are underway here. The handle. Uzan takes it away. Houston the other way. Feed inside, and there is Sinek.
Okay, so right off the bat, you see what...
For 40 and 27 in 2 games. Here's 67 total points. AJ grabs the loose ball. That rims out. And now it's tipped to such a crucial player. The Baylor transfer handling here with Sharp draped all over him. Kostic flips it up. Keita.
NBA connections. The coach, the assistant coach, the strength coach, the nutritionist. And it's paid off.
At the line. And rattles that home, and we're
devastated by the injury to Richie Saunders, who was playing at an All-American level like AJ DeBonsa was.
Uzan unimpeded, missed, but there to clean it up inside. Tosses to Keita. Keita out. Kostic. Kostic gets a piece of the paint, and eventually leading the other way. Mid-range jumper, that's good. Houston will do a lot of that. They'll do a lot of the mid-range game.
Yeah, it's really it. Moose averaged 17 in his last 3 games.
Flemings gets inside. That little floater will go. You're mentioning Kennard Davis. He had 20, a season high against West Virginia. Oh, nice move,
yes,
Rob
sir.
Wright.
Yeah.
Emmanuel Sharp, excellent three-point shooter. With Wright guarding him. Sharp getting inside, steps back.
It's after breaking his leg after his junior year. And Kelvin Sampson told us last week that we...
Excellent free throw shooter, knocks them both down, and starters for Houston have scored in this one. DeBonsa kicks it to Wright. Got it. Rob Wright buries a triple. 8 of the rebound. DeBonsa absorbs the bump and one.
Beautiful.
Score as a freshman. And just the 3rd freshman to do that. Completes the... Sharp catch and shoot, buries that. Emmanuel Sharp not having as good a year. And Tugler went down hard. DeBonsa in the open court. AJ hesitates, steps through, left hand good.
Oh, man. Oh, did he just...
In conditioning and their recovery, it has a real NBA feel to it. Nice touch from Kingston. Flemings will be playing in the NBA next year.
Chow.
Sinek with the takeaway, and then gives it off to Flemings. Bounce past Tugler. Feed to Sinek, and he puts it in. I asked Kelvin Sampson, as we've seen enough practice, how many times have you told Chris Sinek, get down in your stance, get down, son?
Play through Joe Tugler. We talk about that 5 out.
And there's that floater again from Uzan. Beautiful. And Houston leads it by shot a short offensive rebound. Sinek inside and one. Chris Sinek through a little bit strong. And now Uzan. He had eyed up Sharp for a brief second. Tugler at the basket. That's good. There, he's either scored or assisted on their last 10. And Rob Wright drills his second 3.
Sharp just to get back into play.
Miller inside, and it knocked away by Abdullah Ahmed.
Now, this time he gets trapped with the monster out in the pick and roll. And when there's 5 players on one side of the floor because they got to account for the big guy rolling, he goes his playmaking to really shine.
Let's check in with Angel.
Well, Fran, just going back to our conversation with AJ yesterday in the regular season, he wanted to change how he was attacking defenses in this tournament, and we're seeing it on full display.
Sharp on DeBonsa. Rob Wright cuts to the basket, and the little guy puts it home.
Great feed right there. Little horn set with a back screen.
Splits it up. Mo Davis the rebound. And now Rob Wright on the go. DeBonsa buries it.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Great vision by this tournament. He's accounting for half of BYU's points. Watch again.
Hesitation. Step through. And DeBonsa will go to the line and shoot 2.
But remember, when you're this good in high school and grassroots, You don't have to shoot a lot of threes.
He's having himself quite a game. He's got 12 already. If you're just
Half.
Sharp handles Davis. Sharp lost the handle and he's fouled. And they get Kennard Davis. All right, how about the look at the bracket? Let's see who comes away. Florida playing really good basketball.
And I love watching Darius Acuff. Gotta keep your head up again, Rob.
Rob goes behind the back, off the glass, and he draws the foul.
You know, if you play, gotta keep one of them on there. And there's no other point guard on that roster. And here's what's going to happen. So tell the guys with 2 fouls, listen, if you're close to a guy who's got the ball going to the rim, let him score, because you're going to get.
Working on Ahmed. Flemings. And Fleming's jumper wouldn't go. DeBonta had it, lost it. Fleming's shot clock is at 5. Miller fires. Tugler had it for a second.
A great point. I just don't think he gets tired. You know, I mean, as crazy as it sounds. Well, got to get that rebound. And John, it was the best thing that happened to him because he got to go back to Houston for a month and continue to work out.
Wow.
With making contact on every possession.
DeBonta spins and draws the foul. And who'd they get it on? They got it on Tuggs. Very good defensively, though maybe not as good as the last 2 additions for Kelvin Sampson.
Pressure, and that's made their defense a little bit softer, quite honestly.
Look at Flemings getting through left hand, and Flemings will go to the line, so the freshman will shoot 2 Kingston tip outs.
You know, I'm looking at Kingston Flemings, and I just criticized his deep. Figure it out physically. That's not going to be any issue at all at the NBA level.
In and out, so Rob Wright on the bench for BYU. Lou Davis off balance and 1. And a chance to give
somebody to step up and be that 3rd scorer.
And Lou Davis does indeed complete. The blue making noise. Flemings got some space, and he throws it down. Wow! In an and 1 with Diamande on his hand that time. 1-point game, BYU. Kostic from deep. Got it. Oh, they need more of that from him.
It's a 2-for-1. NBA style.
Right. Kicks out Kostic. Got it.
Bingo.
For BYU. Flemings now. Flemings had it knocked away. Diamande all alone. Harwell back to Flemings. Kingston Flemings, the freshman from deep. Off the mark. Rebound inside. It'll go. Kostic with Sharp on him. Lost his footing. Flemings the other way. Flemings at the basket. Knocked out of bounds. And it was Kate.
It happened so quickly. It was hard to tell if the official got back in ability to see it. But it doesn't matter now because Milo Shuzan relating to players and coaches is the art.
Sharp kicking out. And Tommy Johnson's court. Right? Stepping through and finds Davis in the corner, and that one was rejected. But there's Caden. 1 for 4 from 3 and 1 for 6 from the floor. And that one is tied up. Fleming's jumper got it. As he buries that one, he wanted a fading. DeBonta with Uzan on him. DeBonta looking for some help. Swings it to Kostic, and they turn it over. Tugler going to work on Keita. Tugler had it knocked away, and here comes Rob Wright. Wright. Oh, and Keita slams it down.
Ferocious.
Flemings bounce past Tugler. Stuffs it. Numbers. Houston has struggled from deep, just 2 for 9, and as if on cue, Fleming's drilled.
Occupied with the guys on the blue team.
Angel Gray, I mentioned briefly that there are 3 guys on BYU that are observing Ramadan.
And Angel, as I understand it, they cannot eat once the sun comes up until the sun goes down. Is that right?
Inside, and Sacco. As Sacco pops out, and now Debonsa. Debonsa, jumper, got it. That was pure.
He's answering that. I thought he was fouled. Doug Sermon said he tripped. And Kevin Young thought he was fouled. I don't know. I think when you're cutting to the basket like that, Doug is a...
With them letting it go.
They better let it go on both ends.
Inside. And nice work as Miller gets free for 2 in Kingston Fleming.
Yes, he was. Kingston did not make the McDonald's team, which is amazing in and of itself.
Fleming's jumper, got it. It was a wild game when they met earlier this year in January. It's TCU blew a 15-point advantage with under.
Over the last part of the season, but the last couple of games he's really helped.
Miller gets a step, spins it home. He used the rim to block up court. That gritty Houston defense. Tugler inside, and they get the foul on Ahmed.
John, when they were practicing.
Debonsa with Miller on him. A.J. Debonsa off the glass, and it rolls out, but he'll go to the line. Uzan got a step, left hand. Tugler to Sinek, off the window and in. And Houston leads by 4.
Did you see?
Let's check in with Angel.
But when Houston is able to get the ball back, obviously the defensive part is very important to Coach Sampson, but he mentioned...
Back to Rob and let him take off.
Right at the basket, had it knocked away. Oh, and Brett Smith gets
some damage now.
Tugler going at the basket, lays it in. They got a step up. Houston leading it by 3. Sharp trying to find Sinek.
To his spots.
Here's Debonsa at the basket, hangs, and it rolls out. How did that not go down? 1 for 8 from the floor, 1 for 5 from 3. Right inside, a little bit strong, Sharp rebounds.
Fleming's right now to break a defense down.
Sharp, hesitation, step back, way downtown, and a shot clock violation.
I'd like to see the best player on the floor have it.
McCarty wide open, drills it. Chase McCarty.
That's why Fleming's will be in soon.
Shot clock winding down, Sharp. Wow, after all that, and it's a shot clock violation. Debonsa back to right. Kostic, that's a 3. Got it.
Good substitution.
In a high leverage spot.
Confidence in him. Hours of practice.
Flemings, that's a 3. Buried it. Oh. Shot clock winding down. Sharp goes to work on Kostic. Cada rejects, but a foul on BYU.
Yeah, but don't forget what Sharp did on him as well. No doubt.
Davis hoists. And then the tip from Cada. Fleming's the miss on the free throw. Debonsa will try and hit. He's got 3, and he has set a new Big 12 record. Most points. Houston able to win it 73-66. And for Kelvin Sampson, it is on to the semifinals. Tomorrow at 7 Eastern, Arizona the 1 seed against Iowa State the 5 seed. Houston is through. They await the winner of our final game of the day.